the moment, but there is a big change on the way come the weekend. Much milder weather will be spreading in across all parts of the UK. Mind you, coming in on some fairly strong winds, and those winds also bringing a fair amount of cloud and at times some rain, more particularly to northwestern areas. But those temperatures are certainly struggling this afternoon, particularly across northeastern parts of England, just a couple of degrees above freezing at the moment, and that's because it stayed foggy. That fog's not going to lift now, so places like the Vale of York and the Vale of Trent, really quite tricky driving conditions through there right through this afternoon and into the evening. Our other weather problem is heavy rain. It's been nudging up from the west, pushing in towards the Southampton area now. Rumble or two of thunder, not out of the question this afternoon, as those heavier outbreaks gradually work their way northwards into the Midlands. But elsewhere, it's a fairly quiet picture. The best of the sunshine across eastern Scotland and the west of Wales, but bright at times through Northern Ireland too. Now this evening and overnight, we gradually lose one lot of rain off towards the east. We gain another area across the northwest, but in between the two, that's where we'll find skies clearing, certainly some fog developing, but also turning quite icy in a few places as well, as temperatures dip close to or a little below freezing. Tomorrow, well, I can't promise anything better, I think, for eastern parts of England, particularly down through Yorkshire, in towards Lincolnshire, even through the afternoon, struggling really to brighten up very much. A little bit of brightness across southern areas, though. But all the while, that rain will be working its way in from northwest Scotland, getting down into parts of northern England, perhaps North Wales, towards the end of the day. Now, that cloud's waiting out in the Atlantic to come our way at the moment, being pushed on by some fairly strong winds. That's shown by the number of isobars on the picture there. Look through the sequence, you can see isobars very much a feature of the forecast right through the weekend. That means it stays windy, but coming in from a mild direction. Gales at times across the northwest of Scotland. An interesting feature there, though, towards the end of the sequence, quite a large area of low pressure nudging down across the Alps. That's good news if you're heading off skiing next week. It means there will be a fair amount of snow, and you can catch up on the latest forecast for the slopes on the skiing forecast on News 24 and BBC One later this evening. Back to our part of the world, though, and no wintry weather to worry about this weekend. Much milder. Temperatures everywhere 10 or 11 degrees. A little bit of brightness in southern and eastern areas, but that rain will gradually work its way southwards into the southeast through the second half of the weekend. Quite breezy as well, but even by Monday, those temperatures still on the mild side. So a big change